So, crisis averted, serum injected, and Crimson Head dispatched. Lovely. Everything is going perfectly well. I think I'm going to stock up on a few more green herbs, though. If we remember the tentacle plant room from a few episodes ago, that is packed to the gills with green herbs. So we're going to fill our boots, because the next destination after this is sticking all of these creepy masks into their allotted places in the weird crypt in the back of the cemetery behind the creepy mansion, which, when you say it out loud, just sounds strange, doesn't it? Personally, I'm just going to be happy to have this entire segment done and dusted, because with the completion of this particular section, it means that the game just becomes a little bit more streamlined. You're not faffing around in the mansion nearly as much, and you get to explore the backyard a little, which is where a fair few more interesting things actually happen. So I'm ready to take care of business. I am ready to put this weird bleeding coffin type scenario to rest. We're going to find out whatever's inside it. I'm pretty sure it's a prototype Crimson Head. Spoilers, you know. But, nothing a few direct shotgun blasts to the face can't solve. I'm not worried in the slightest. But yeah, I don't kind of get the link between these masks and what's happening with the coffin. Is it supposed to be a creepy, magical thing? It can sense the masks? Is there some kind of clockwork mechanism going on? Because I have no idea what all these cogs are for. I haven't the foggiest friggin' clue what all these cogs are for, but for some reason, putting the masks on the statues makes the coffin fall over. And we're gonna crack this baby open and hopefully not take too much damage for this guy, because he's got some pretty sharp claws. And we're sealed in, so, I'm gonna have to put this shotgun to good use. And he looks hungry. So, let's see. 1, jeez. 2, I'm not sure if that hit. 3, there we go. Is he gonna stay down, or do we need a 4th? I think the 4th did it. That, to be perfectly honest, that's kind of underwhelming. I was expecting a slightly tougher fight. Maybe I'm remembering a little too far back into classic Resident Evil, where encounters like this were just genuinely nerve-wracking to my younger mind. But now it's kind of a breeze. And it becomes even more of a breeze the more you replay the campaign, to be perfectly honest. There's not a lot that can shock you second time round. But anyway, we've now got the stone and metal object, which should give us access to the back portion of the mansion. Cool, we are now all saved and secure, so I'm just going to stick the ink ribbon back in this old box here, and we're going to get out the wind crest, because this is where it actually becomes useful. This is where we can get our hands on a big old fat Magnum. I'm really looking forward to it. It's a ridiculously useful and powerful weapon. But first, we're going to have to get there, and I'm pretty sure that this door is, the doorknob's broken, so we're going to have to go the long way round. As usual. God, I hate this mansion. This mansion. Just the biggest pain in the ass I've ever experienced. And I know there's an in-game reason for it being a massive pain in the ass as well. The architect was contracted to create this absolute abomination of architecture. And the game designers obviously wanted some kind of labyrinth-type environment for you to walk around. So, oh, crap. Yeah, we're gonna have to deal with that. I totally forgot I left a zombie in there. They do have a bad habit of busting through doors when you leave them in the rooms. They get a little lonely. But not anymore. We're nearly there. Just a little bit further, and then we can put the metal object into the wall and unlock the door that leads into the backyard. But I'm pretty sure there is a doggy around here somewhere. Is that the doggy? I think that's the doggy. Yeah, it's the doggy. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Bad dog. You're not a good boy. But anyway, this is probably where my interest in Resident Evil kind of rekindles itself, because after just being ground down by the endless running around the mansion always, this just feels like a massive breath of fresh air to do a Sean Connery impression. But anyway, yes. It just opens up the game a little bit, makes it a little bit more interesting. It's the perfect moment to open up a new environment and to present some new and interesting encounters. We've got more shotgun shells, which is always nice, and we've got that lingering first aid spray down there, which I don't want to touch. I don't want to touch. I know it affects your ranking. I know. Ooh, we've got a battery. We're going to pick up the battery, though. That's always useful. So, yeah, for now, I'm going to leave the first aid spray there. I'm probably going to regret that decision. And we're going to be taking this particular door out of this room. There are 2 possible exits, but this is the way that you want to go, because you've got to pick up a very specific item first before you go faffing around in the other section. But you need to pay attention to this, and this kind of sucks for me because, as you already probably know, I've got a really bad memory. I can't hold a lot of stuff in my brain at the same time when doing short-term tasks, so stuff like this just really annoys me. Also, you've got to stop those spinning at just the right point in order to get those statues pointing the right way. It's tricky. Oh, another cutscene?
Barry?
Oh, Barry sounds like he's in trouble. How convenient. Stay away from the forest. Well, you know what, Barry? You could have told me that before I got into the friggin' forest, you big lumbering jackass. Anyway, we have no choice. We have to go further forwards. And we're going to have to check these statues in order to figure out which wind veins we need to stop in the right direction. It's tricky. So that's a War Cry of Revenge, and I'm pretty sure this is the last gasps of destruction. So, we need this particular wind vein to point west. We've just got to stop it at the exact right moment. Hey, fantastic. So that's that one sorted. And now we just need to go down to the blue one and make that point north. And then it'll open the gate. Then we can carry on unimpeded. Let's see if we can do this one first time as well. Ooh, no, that's west. That is the complete wrong direction. Let's try that again. Hey, fantastic. And that's that's the gate it unlocks. A gate so shoddy looking, you could probably blow it over, but no, you have to do some ass-backwards puzzle instead. But this is where the Wind Crest comes in handy. This is where we can finally get our hands on a Magnum. But first, I think we're going to have to deal with a crowd of crows. A murder of crows, in fact. It's murdering time. Oh, yeah. I hate crows in this game. Just because of this. They can just swoop in from above, out of your field of vision, and you just have to entirely rely on the auto-aim here. Which I don't think you can use in harder difficulties, which I can only imagine would be a minor nightmare to deal with. Ah, jeez, how many more of these are left? 2, 3? That's 1. Come on, where are you? You feathered bastards. And... oh, wait, no. Up. Hey, that should be it. Are they all done? Fantastic. Now we can do the old Wind Crest puzzle, which is less of a puzzle, more of a just putting things in the right place. Izzle thing. Now, first time round, I could not figure out for the life of me why these things weren't going into the right holes. And it's because you have to do this first. You have to rotate them, you have to examine the back of them, and you have to pop out the little strips. Otherwise, they don't fit into the little recess that they're supposed to go in, and you'll just be stood there wondering what you're missing. And I just felt like a colossal idiot when I finally figured it out. But either way, last one in, and there she blows. There it is, ladies and gentlemen, the Magnum. A wonderful weapon. You can only fire 6 bullets at a time, but let's be honest, you're not going to need many more than 6 bullets. And you know what? I'm really tempted to use it straight off the bat, but I don't want to be wasting those precious bullets, so I'm thinking I'm just going to stick with the old assault shotty instead. Because we are about to encounter a character that I'm pretty sure was unique to this version of Resident Evil, the remake. Can you hear it? That awful noise is Lisa, a character created specifically for this version of the game, just to spice things up a little bit, and it's pretty friggin' creepy. And there's always noises in this particular section of the forest that always kind of creep me out. It always sounds like something's just about to creep up on you, something's maybe following you. It's pretty damn cool. is a masterclass in atmosphere, to be perfectly honest, because nothing attacks you. At least I'm sure nothing attacks you on this particular part of the map here. And you're just still dreading it. From that phone call, from the moaning, you're just kind of completely on edge. But thankfully, I've got Mr. Magnum in my pocket, and he will be very happy to see any enemies that wish to do me harm. Is there anything good down here? No. Just an observation of light through a crack in the wall. Let's go inside. What could possibly go wrong in this cabin in the woods? Do you know what the hell of all this is? We're only up here to get a hand crank. That is literally the only reason we're up here. If we would have taken the other door out of the that initial starting shed for the backyard area, we would have run into an impassable pool of water that requires a specific hand crank in order to drain. And that is why we're all the way up here in the back of Beyond. And is that a map? Awesome! Map of the Courtyard. That's the name of the area. I can never get it right. But it's a relatively simple area to get through. There's a lot of faff to be done involving lifts and cranks and water, but we'll get to that soon enough. But someone clearly lives here. And they have a typewriter and a really handy store box. So this is obviously a safe place, right? Nothing could possibly go wrong here. In fact, do I actually want to store anything? I'm not entirely sure. What have we got? We got an ink ribbon. You can always save. Why the hell not? Better be safe than sorry, I always say. Now, where the hell did that damn typewriter go? You're not the typewriter. You appear to be a journal left by someone. A creepy journal with a lot of misspelled letters. Oh boy. This is just disturbing. She moved no more. She's screaming. Oh dear. This is Lisa's journal. And by extension of that fact, this is also Lisa's cabin in the woods. Yeah, we're getting out of here as soon as possible. Okay, where the hell is that hand crank? I know it's down here somewhere. Here it is. Shiny. So this is the square-ended hand crank, which will be used to drain the water in a pool a little later. And all we have to do now is leave. Simple. Nothing could possibly... Oh, that was the door opening. We're gonna have to be careful. We're gonna... Oh, wait, shit. Am I dead? Am I dead? No, I've just been dragged in front of the fireplace. Okay, that was strange. Why didn't it kill me? It literally just knocked me out, and now it's just let me get back up on my feet. I'm a little confused. I'm a little confused and horrified at the same time. Jesus, that is fucking grim. Anyway, we're gonna shoot it a few times. It's actually invincible. We can't kill this. It can kill us, so yeah, I'm getting out of here. I'm getting out of here, and we don't have any herbs, do we? Oh god, that's horrifying. Yeah. We're gonna have to make sure we don't run into anything carnivorous on the way back to that shed. I think I'm really gonna enjoy using that first aid spray. Hindsight. Hindsight is 20/20. Anyway, we're going to get our big guns out because we want to protect ourselves as best as we possibly can, just in case Lisa is somehow going to pursue us this time round. I have no idea. It didn't happen in the Chris playthrough, but that is no guarantee. And maybe there's a few more things in the woods. Oh, wait, yeah, that's a zombie. Definitely a zombie. No idea where it is, but... Oh, wait, that's one. Another one bites the dust. Maybe another shot for good measure? I don't like wasting these shells. Sod it. It's still dead. Oh well. So here we are back at the shed. And we're gonna have to eat humble pie. Or, first aid spray. Which is probably a more accurate description. But yeah, apparently if you use too many first aid sprays during a Resi campaign, it will affect your final ranking. So if you're shooting for the high ranks, you want to avoid using the first aid sprays wherever possible. Which I have failed to do completely in this particular situation. Anyway, we're going to crank out the old shotty because there's a few unfriendly doggies down here. Ooh, and a cutscene.
If you can hear me, just give me a sign. Anything.
Jill to Brad, can you hear me? Shit, it's broken.